I
So,
think we need a universal translator, a universal communicator to reach out to the global consciousness,
I think there's
like a spirit calling tool
no.
means for spirit calling.
I think if the heart is honest and good, maybe you can't say it, and I've communicated with other people who have a better handle of another language, but just the few words that they are able to get out of their mouth, you can come to grips to. If you really like what, with a good heart, you'll
Yeah.
come through,
I
no
think
matter what.
I think it's something like language, right? We need some universal language, like a tool. Like we all get language from our, parents, mothers. Like, but if you're a, infant in the wild, you don't get any language, right? After a certain age, you cannot even speak anymore. You don't understand. So, well, language is a tool, a means. Like we need a universal, some universal tool to communicate and translate, because we have language barrier and consciousness barriers and barrier between our global conscious. And I'm really working on that, and really enjoy talking with you though.
Well, there's Google translators, there's Occupy translators,
Yeah.
and there is just miming.
Yeah, that's
you
good.
See somebody having a breakdown, the best translator is hi, how are you?
Yes.
Smile.
Yes.
Universal translation is
Yes.
very easy. Don't make it difficult. I think maybe for me to articulate, it is a little difficult. I don't know why, but I just hope that my message can come true, come out the way it should at times. But just keep trying. That's all I can say.
Do you think if we in order to get rid of this whole corruption, power, oppression, all exploitation, everything, whatever, all, the bad things, don't you think we can start finding the secrets, like no secrets in the world, like no secrets, personal, national, community or global, no secrets. And when we start to fight the secrets, it means total transparency.
What I found with communication is people aren't going to tell you in front of you, I hate your guts and why I'm doing this to you. They're just going to do it. So that's the hard part. The second thing is, even if they did say it to you, how do you respond? You'd probably be in depression, crying. But you say, okay, let's constructively look at it and move forward with it. Can we deal with it with that much strength? Do we all have enough confidence to move forward together? If we all have enough confidence, then we don't have to oppress somebody. We don't have to take away from somebody. We just do our own thing and move forward the best we have the ability.
Yes, I agree.
Knocks all of that down.
Yeah, fight the secrecy, the concept of secrecy.
There's gonna have to be a little mysteriousness of everybody, like, why is that guy? You mean, he might not be so good looking, but something is in there that he has, that mystique, that secrecy, okay. But
Well, we start from the worst secrecy, of course, the damaging secrecy,
yeah.
affecting the whole world, and then big populations. Those are priority, not only little personal intrigues. That's fine.
Yeah, but it works to bigger intrigue.
Like why this woman is looking at me like she hates me, or why this person is looking at me like she likes me. Not those little things, but I'm talking about like WikiLeaks kind of big
Yeah.
secrecy.
Well,
WikiLeaks is a good example,
I know,
but not enough.
right? Well, it's
See,
hard.
we don't get, excuse me, we don't get a lot of WikiLeaks from China or other, big nations, but we got it from I think an American army guy, soldier, like, what's his name?
I don't recall.
Bradley Mannings, and then we got it from an Australian guy. What's his name? Assange, something like WikiLeaks guys,
I think
the
yeah,
Western guys.
yeah.
But I think there is much more going on in other oppressive countries too.
Yeah, it's secrets everywhere. It's
Right.
just that they were lucky and they were focused in certain areas, and with opportunity it came up. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think we need total universal secrecy busters,
I don't know.
like
The,
a
the reason why I look within myself before I look outside, because it's usually you can find a good example from yourself to why we're doing it outside, and that we have to, in essence, come within to kind of cure why we have our secrets, the shame of why I can't tell you you're a damn ugly guy when you're not, and if it was so true, it's not easy to say that, and it's not proper to kind of say that, and it's abusive to say that to some regard. So it's easy to say all these things that we can't have secrets, but it's hard to do because of the formality of how we are, the
well,
properness of who we
that's the
are,
world. The world is actually
and the
crushing
government.
us.
Yeah.
That world is, government and the whole culture crushing us, like with lies and everything, secrecy on the even personal levels. It's making a lot of people depressed, and a lot of health issues, and the health sector is really abusing that too.
Yeah. We have to break all our problems first, and that usually coordinates with those problems. And the less we start being open with ourselves, then it's just gonna pile from one to another to another to another until there's a real big disease to become a disease, to a big problem not only within the United States but globally. We're lucky that because we're a lot more open than other people, that we are willing to deal with the issues. And one of the issues is religion. And I can't, I know I can say that, but I can't really think of an example right now. But we've been here because of the freedom of religion. We can talk to each other about it, the issues coordinating with that. Whereas back then, it was kind of like a tyrant. You had to belong to a certain religion or a certain group to be accepted. And when it all,
Do you really believe that in this unions around here, for example, there is a full freedom of religion?
not so much as religion, we have the freedom of self more than anything else, and we're very lucky to have that. In us,
Are we lucky? Because Mama Fatima, the woman in black, all
yeah,
covered, the woman helps the food table stuff.
yeah,
She has really a lot of complaints about, she's getting attacks for,
Yeah, I understand.
for what she believes and does, and it's happening right here or around Manhattan or wherever in this country.
I mean, I wouldn't say that we're totally without some kind of oppression or discrimination to somebody else. Everybody around the world is going to have some form or another, unfortunately. But we're lucky that we are pretty much open about it. That's what I know. So I think I'll leave it at that because I'm getting tired and I'm supposed to be dumpster diving right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. High five. High five.
Yeah, but
Good
I
luck,
just wanted
Thompson.
everybody to know that they should try to find their passion and be determined and put in the effort because the change you want to see is the change you do, and if you don't do, there is no change. Simple. And with the abolishing the nuclear proliferation, it assists us to not foresee maybe some problems that we would have, just like Fukushima, if the nuclear plant suddenly has a problem or a crack.
Why don't
occurs.
you? Oh, you make a donation right now, and I just give you the money. How about that?
I don't know where the money would end up and how it would solve the
No.
problem. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
But in regards to food and dumpster diving, yeah, tell us if you have a food establishment that you would like to, donate some food, then we can come on down and kind of pick
No,
it up.
no. There is a guy here watching and telling me, why don't you buy her a burger? And I told this guy, Douglas, why don't you make a donation right now? He can make it online donation.
You're chatting with somebody.
Well, he start this, so I'm asking him, why don't you make the donation right here online? And I just don't wait the money go in my account. I just give the money to you
Oh, wow.
if he makes the donation because he start this suggestion. Hey Douglas, go ahead.
I mean, thank you very much, but I'm trying to reduce the meat intake, and
So I could give you the money if he makes a donation.
I think more than anything else, we do have a person who does cook for us.
Yeah?
She's a little busy doing catering today.
Yeah.
Her name is Letitia.
Oh yeah, I
We all
know.
love her food, and we need for them to give her some money. A lot of people around here in the back are homeless and they don't have money, so that would be helpful. But more than anything else is that we have some meaningful content and events here. So everybody has some kind of a specialty, some kind of a knowledge that they can share.
Yeah.
And if we're here doing stuff like that, we empower each other, and then we'll have skills.